y'all remember, but I told y'all some jobs, well, a lot of jobs, good jobs, great jobs come with benefits. That includes paid leave and maternity leave. But I often say, and you may call this paranoia, that sometimes things happen under the sun when you leave to give your boss a chance to hire somebody because everyone is what? Replaceable. Hi, welcome to JOA. If you're new to my channel, please click subscribe and click the bell button so you'll be the first to know when I upload. I'd really appreciate it if you do subscribe and you click the bell. If you're new to my channel, I also ask icebreaker questions. In today's video, the question is, we are all in this pandemic. So during your time of isolation, during your time of working, or just during the time of spending most of your time to yourself, what advice would you give yourself currently? That's the question. Also, please do thumbs up this video and give me a share, y'all, baby, because it does help this channel, okay? So I want you guys to watch this clip and I'll come back with some more.
Before we get going, I want to start with some personal news. I will be leaving CNN in April. Let me back up. After most of my 20s working my way up in local news, I came to this network in 2008, in the midst of the Great Recession as a freelancer. I remember I scribbled my name on a Post-it note and stuck it outside of this temporary office, determined to fulfill my dream of becoming a full-time CNN correspondent. I wanted to be part of the best in cable news and journalism. And as a native Atlantan, this would be my hometown team. Little did I know, I would not only go on to fulfill that dream, I would flourish in this environment and land my own 2-hour show in the afternoon at the age of 31. For a decade, I have never taken for granted the enormous responsibility and privilege I've had to work with some of the most talented producers and photojournalists and correspondents and anchors out there, as we have covered our era's most urgent and important stories: conflicts, terrorism, environmental and natural disasters, the wrath of gun violence, human interest stories, royal weddings, My American Woman series, the social justice movements that define our culture, and a pandemic that changed the world, and politics, lots of politics. You have been here with me every step of the way, never more so than when I was incredibly sick with COVID last year. I am so grateful for your loyalty and passion for the world we cover, and so grateful to my show team. You know who you are. You know who you are. To Jeff Zucker, to my very large CNN family, and to you. To you. The next chapter of my life will be focused on what I love the most about my work, amplifying the lives of extraordinary Americans and putting my passion for storytelling to good use. For the last 2 years, I have been working on my first book. It's called Huddle: How Women Unlock Their Collective Power. And, you know, there is just more I need to do. More I need to do outside of this place, outside of the walls of this place, a place I have been privileged to call home now for 13 years. And, yep, we are still in a pandemic, and no, I don't have a job I'm jumping right into. And yes, I'm feeling very vulnerable. But what is it Brené Brown says? Vulnerability is the birthplace of innovation, creativity, and change. And I am so excited about what is to come. So, here goes. I really do hope you join me. And in the meantime, I will be right here with you, right here, until mid-April.
So this woman, like she said in the video, has been with CNN for a long time. This woman got the job at 31 years old. And baby, that's 3 years older than where I am at the moment. And to have your own show on CNN, to interview these high profile politicians, just people in the industry, the media industry is very great, and it's a great opportunity. But like I said, I personally feel, especially through experience, when you take your vacation leave, maternity leave, sick leave, and there's maybe some things under the rug that you have against your boss and he feels the same way about you, they're going to scope out for some new talent out there and replace you. So what do people do? They end up putting their 2-week notice so they can save face and have pride so they won't get fired. Now, this beautiful woman, Brooke Baldwin, look, I don't want CNN like that anymore, but I'm just saying she's been there for 13 years. Like she said in the video, the woman did suffer from COVID. She was isolated in the house for some months, and the king, one of the kings of CNN, Jake Tapper, took her time slot. And I guess during the ratings time, the CNN executives were looking at them numbers and realized that the numbers are probably the same or even better than when Brooke Baldwin was on. So now, since she was gone, they were planning on her demise, allegedly, and they took the cake. So before they did take the cake against her, she just got them on their ass by saying live, and it looked unplanned, that she's going to leave CNN, and I doubt it was in the script, because baby, just looking at her face, you can tell that she prepared it at home behind the scenes against the lean, so she can be prepared to say it on television. So Jake Tapper, like I said, was taking her spot, and now they have this new anchor that's taking her time slots. Her name is Ana Cabrera, and she posted that on Twitter. I said congratulations. She liked the post, and so Brooke Baldwin apparently said in the whole quit clip that she has a book coming out, and she's going to basically find her purpose, which is telling stories. Okay. So what are you doing on CNN? Are you not telling stories on CNN? Are you not reporting the news? Are you not talking about the pandemic and stories that are purposeful at the moment? That screams like you're about to get fired. Now, a lot of these anchors and hosts that are on television that say they are leaving to pursue a book deal and to storytell just basically means that they're either, number one, got fired, number two, they were going to get fired, so they're saving face by quitting before they get fired, or number three, they're actually really tired of their job and they want to move on. But number three really isn't the reason, especially when you've been with one of the top rated networks on national television, international television at that, for 13 years. There's often going to be a problem. So number three is using the situation. In my opinion, I think she knew that they were going to fire her. This reminds me of Jedediah Bila. When Jedediah Bila was on The View, and all of a sudden she said that she's leaving the show to pursue a book deal. And later on down the line, she was on the Sirius XM show, which I played with you guys before, and she admitted that she was on promo for the next season in 2017. But everything was aligned with her, but basically they decided to let her go. And who they brought in after Jedediah Bila? Meghan McCain. So me personally, I think she's just saving face for television and just saving face because it's on a national scale, and CNN is pretty powerful, and you don't want to go on TV just to say that, hey, my job is firing me, but I'm trying to save face. So I gave him a notice because that's going to ruin her brand and ruin her image. So like Jedediah, Brooke Baldwin just gave a professional, hey, I'm leaving. I appreciate my job here. I got this job at 31 years old. Basically, the whole kiss up to the industry kowtow. I'm leaving to pursue a book deal and to do stories. Now, this woman really suffered from COVID, and so her time off was really long. She wrote an op-ed via CNN saying that she was isolated from her husband in another room. Her husband made her breakfast, and breakfast in a safety net way, like he would put it behind the door and she would get it. She didn't have any taste. She felt depressed and she felt like really, really horrible. Like this COVID really messed her up to the point where she couldn't even get out of bed at some nights. And so the fact that what I'm feeling with CNN and how they're doing to her allegedly, if that is true, then, I just think that's really shameful. That's why nowadays it's good to have multiple streams of income. It's good to have your own business, because the advice that I'm going to give you now currently from the icebreaker question, that answer to that is no one has the best interest but yourself. If you want something done right, do it yourself. And that don't matter if you work as a janitor or if you're a CEO at CNN or the president of CNN. Just saying. But anyways, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you will be the first to know when I upload. Deuces. Yeah.